People need to interact with other people. Hey there, it's Eric J. Olson. There is a raging debate right now at the end of 2020 and going into 2021 about whether the office as we know it is completely dead. Some people say absolutely it's dead. We don't need an office. We can just work remotely forever. Other people say, nah, not so fast. And I'm kind of part of this other camp. The not so fast camp says, look, we are creatures of habit and we have certain needs as human beings that just can't quite be satisfied with remote work. Now, I'm not saying remote work is dead. I'm absolutely not saying that. But I do think that as the vaccine for the coronavirus rolls out, that people are going to get more and more accustomed to the old way of doing things. Some businesses, whether we like it or not, whether it's rational or not, they are going to tell their employees to come back. And there's some reasons that are valid, some reasons that are probably not so valid. The valid reasons is, look, it's just easy to collaborate. It's so much easier to turn your head and be like, hey, Bob, and have a discussion versus coordinate a time when they're not on the phone with someone else that you can't see over video, right? Remotely. You don't when you're working remote, you don't know if someone's on a phone call. You may have the ability to see that they're in an online meeting if it's in their calendar, but you don't even know what they're doing at the time. So you can't just turn your head and be like, hey, Bob, I got a question for you. So you have to kind of schedule it, right? You have to work your way into their time. And so it's not nearly as efficient. And then it's just difficult to make a human connection over the internet, even with video calls. But, the reality is that people crave human interaction. And video is a good proxy, but it's just not the same thing. So I think that businesses are going to, for the most part, have their employees come back. One, to satisfy the efficiency of working in person, and then satisfy the craving for interaction. And then those are kind of the legitimate reasons, in my opinion. The not so legitimate reasons, or those that probably just need to be rethought. Frankly, management, a lot of managers, they just do not trust their employees. They do not trust that their employees are working unless they see that butt in that seat. Like it or not, that's corporate America for you in America. Of course, it's in America. I just said it, corporate America. That's corporate America. Corporate America in management, they like to see their people at their seats in their offices. And no pandemic, once it's rolled by, is going to change that. So, like it or not, I think a lot of businesses will go back to what they were doing before. Here at Array Digital, I anticipate that people will be rolling back into the office once it's very, very clear that everything is safe and the coronavirus has passed us. As a matter of fact, we're renovating our offices right now because I anticipate that people will be coming back. People are working out of this office now, just not a lot because, it's not the smartest thing to do. We'll get back to our normal way of doing things. Some employees will want to work remote, and that's fine. But I guarantee if they're within the vicinity of the office, we'll see them a lot more than never.